Hey Athey kids and parents! This weekend in Athey Kids, we are continuing our Resurrection Story series. That's right, the story is not over. Jesus was crucified and buried, but death could not hold the Son of God. Now after the Sabbath, toward the dawn of the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to see the tomb. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothing white as snow. But the angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he has risen as he said. Come, see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples that he is risen from the dead. And behold, he is going before you to Galilee. There you will see him. See, I have told you." So they departed quickly from the tomb with fear and great joy and ran to tell his disciples. And behold, Jesus met the women and said, "Greetings." And they came up and took hold of his feet and worshiped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me." The women went to tell Jesus' followers. At the same time, some of the soldiers who had been guarding the tomb went into the city. They went to tell the leading priests everything that had happened. Then the priests met with the Jewish elders and made a plan. They paid the soldiers a large amount of money. They said to the soldiers, "Tell the people that Jesus' followers came during the night and stole the body while you were asleep. If the governor hears about this, we will satisfy him and save you from trouble." So the soldiers kept the money and obeyed the priests. And that story is still spread among the Jews even today. Now the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain to which Jesus had directed them. And when they saw him, they worshiped him, but some doubted. And Jesus came and said to them, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I'm with you always to the end of the age." On the third day, God demonstrated Jesus' victory over sin and death by raising him from the dead. As the women went from the tomb to tell the disciples, Jesus appeared to them and they worshiped him. But the religious leaders denied his resurrection and refused to worship Jesus. When Jesus met with the disciples, they worshiped him, and Jesus gave them an assignment. He commanded them to make disciples of all nations. The teaching points will vary slightly from classroom to classroom, such as in the younger pre-K through primetime classes, we'll learn King Jesus is alive. King Jesus is worthy of worship. And King Jesus sends us to make disciples. In the older next level class, the points will be the same, but more in depth. King Jesus is alive, impossible for man, accomplished by God. King Jesus is worthy of worship, an acceptable sacrifice. And King Jesus sends us to make disciples, response to the resurrection. This weekend, we want to drive home for the kids to consider our response to the resurrection of Jesus. Believers are called to offer their lives as worship because of Jesus' sacrificial death on the cross. One day, everyone will confess that Jesus is King to the glory of God the Father. Having heard the truth concerning Jesus' resurrection, we must not, like the religious leaders of the day, deny it. Only Jesus' resurrection can secure our victory over sin and death. Our prayer is that you too accept the work of the cross and follow King Jesus all of your life. We hope to see you this weekend. Until then, have a good one.